There are two major kinds of lab tests. What are the differences and financial effects on you? Welcome, I am Martine Bruce, the medical bill whisperer. A previous billing manager turned patient advocate, I am committed to bringing answers, insights, and solutions to empower patients like you. But first, let's be clear. Lab can be two things. One, the facility, the actual place where samples are being processed for diagnostic or scientific use. But the lab is also short for lab test. That is the actual test being done in or by that lab. So what are the two kinds of lab tests? Well, first, remember, different coverage will result in different types of insurance response, either payable or not. The first test is called in vitro diagnostics, IVDs. These are the common, routinely used labs that you are all familiar with. These tests can be done basically anywhere at your local LabCorp or Quest draw station, in actual labs, medical offices, hospital, etc. They are readily available, commonplace, and they are regulated under the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. They use human juices to detect the presence of a certain disease or assess the risk of one. Because of the widespread competition, they are low cost. Think of it almost in terms of a generic drug. Tests are very valued by insurance companies, and not just for their low cost, but also because they can detect things, problems issued ahead of time, therefore saving your insurance money. The second type of tests are LDTs, lab developed tests. These are almost the brand names of lab tests because they are manufactured, designed, and handled by one single or very few clinical laboratories. They are proprietary and they are regulated under the FDA, Federal Drug Administration, not CMS. These are the DNA testing, the genetic panels, rare disease screenings, but also one we are all familiar with, COVID tests. They use human juices and other material like cultured or DNA to go more in depth, look for very specific or results. There are usually just one on the market or very few similar ones, and they do meet the needs of a very small portion of a population. But the lack of competition and lack of a wide market makes them more expensive and of variable value to your insurance company. Now, what would be value? The fact that an early detection saves your insurance money down the line. For cancer patients, a more focused treatment avoid months of useless other therapies and lead to better outcomes. However, many of those tests remain unproven, bringing information that may not add to the quality of care you receive or to better outcome. But mostly, the FDA does not require reports, trials, or any data to show the performance, the safety, the accuracy of such tests. The labs that create them are left to self-oversight. And for insurance companies, this qualifies as experimental and therefore not payable. However, there may be solutions. The first one, ask questions when such a test is ordered by your physician. Why is it necessary? Would that make my outcome better? Save me time, health, money. Do contact your insurance, especially if only one lab can do this test. Is it covered at all under your policy? And if not, what would be the cost? And if this is the case, contact the lab. They may have a cash fee, usually much lower than what is billed to your insurance. Is there financial assistance programs to help you cover that cost? You can always file an appeal, but make sure you have two things on hand. The first, the documentation for medical justification. That includes your provider's evidence of benefit based on other patients, the medical necessity in your specific case, the clinical value, how it would improve your outcome or potentially change or shorten your treatment, and standard of care, meaning everybody else uses it. The second, evidence, showing the accuracy, the efficacy of such a test based on health agencies' reports, federal or state, published articles in renowned medical journals, data provided by the manufacturers. A little research can go a long way to get a denial overturned. And I do have more videos on labs. Do watch them. I so thank you for watching. Your likes, comments, and subscribe help this channel grow to reach out to more patients like you. And for this, thank you.